Welcome back, folks, for a special episode of Leaked and FlashPoint Weekend Update. So the biggest news this week was the leak info about the upcoming patch 9.19.1. But rather than doing two separate videos for two of my series on my channel, I'm going to do a shared episode because that makes sense, I guess. But Ranked Battle Mode has the time frame increased, so you get 2 more hours on the weekdays and like 3 or 4 for the weekend to help you grind the Festival of Gold Shells and Zerg Rush. So, awesome mode, guys. I approve. But here is my awesome 5 to 6 hours grind to the end of stage 1 to reach rank number 5. So I got the stipend of 500 bond and the 50,000 credits, 1 garage slot, 5 automatic fire extinguisher, and 5 large mech kits for the random box thing. It's such a great mode, guys. Whoopee! The amount of sarcasm. What a load of horse shit! What? I grind 6 hours out of a week for that? It's 150,000 credits and 1 garage slot. The bond is set. It's a stipend. It's like constant. That's pathetic. So a lot of players are worried about advanced equipments trashing on tomatoes in the normal random battle mode. But based on my rate of getting bonds, it would take 10 stages. That's 10 weeks to get 5,000 bonds to buy 1 advanced equipment, like 1 advanced rammer. So basically, it would take 30 stages or 30 weeks to get the full set of advanced equipment for something like the Object 140 or Centurion AX. That's more than half a year. I thought we would get like gold or bonds or female crews or something awesome from the crate. Well, don't stuff the female crew because she would die. But you know what I mean. So, what a load of horseshit. That's stupid. Oh my god. So Ranked Battle Mode. Awesome, guys. Fucking wonderful. So the T92 light tank is currently being rebalanced. Originally, it was meant to be a premium tier 7 American light, but based on the recent 9.18 light tank matchmaking change, this tank was OP. Now it's basically broken if it's going to be released. So all the stats are currently being rebalanced. It's going to be a premium tier 8 now, with difference in the health and arbitrary stats like gun performance and mobility. So they are tweaking it, but I want to see it, but it was super fast back then with like 25 horsepower per ton ratio, but insane terrain resistance. So it was super maneuverable, but I don't know how they're going to rebalance this thing with a new matchmaker. So we'll see. Also, we got the Polish Poodle, the dog. So this is a nicknamed captured German Panther tank for the first premium Polish medium. So it has the same exact stats as the VK3002M, the prototype to the Panther, the baby Panther. Same exact stats as a normal tank, but it has premium status. I mean, at least it's not as bad as the STRV81, which has increased turret armor and a better engine. But come on, guys. Do something different. God. Well, at least this vehicle looks different, so it's good in that sense. But it has a Zimmerette, which we don't see on actual German vehicles in the game. So this pattern of paint job is the Zimmerette. It's a special coated paste onto the hull and turret of this vehicle to prevent magnetic mines to stick to the hull and the turret and explode. So, yeah, that's pretty nice, but it's Polish tank. It's a capture tank. It's not a actual German feature. It's called Poodle, so it's like the dog. the Polish Pudel. Not as fun to say as French Poodle, but whatever. Same exact stats as the VK3002M. I don't know if I should cover it or just leave it be, because why? Also, we got the Tiger 217. So this is Otto Carius Tiger OSV. So it's a historical exact vehicle like the Sherman Thunderbolt or the Tiger 131. So it has the same stats as the Japanese Tiger 1 or the Tiger 131. Why? We have 3 similar vehicles at tier 6. We have 4 Tiger 1s in the game. Well, technically 5, because there's a blank Tiger 1 L56 with a KWK 36 at tier 7. So basically a stock Tiger 1, but it's blank, like the Tiger H or Tiger 2P or something like that. But we have 3 similar vehicles at tier 6. Well, at least this vehicle gets the MG34 for the commander, so that's good. We also get the Zimmerette for the paint job and different looking of the spare track links and the helmets. So I guess that's okay, but yep, same exact stats, so wonderful. But it's too late to facepalm anymore, so I'm just embracing it. I don't care anymore. Oh well, who cares? Next up, so basically I'm going to cover the WZ1115A probably tomorrow. If I have some free time, I'm going to cover a reference video for the otherwise and nameless stats. So the models are not in the res folder, and you have to look at the armor model differently. So I have the JPEGs, but it's mostly a reference for the Asian server community, and it's already in the premium shop this morning. What? I thought it was coming out like next week, but it's early. It got released today. You lucky bastards. Also, I'll cover the AMX Canon Dassault Day 105mm. So this vehicle will be released to the common test server, but it's going to be hidden. So hopefully all the mods work, all the special mods for the hidden vehicles, and we can do the rapid fire leak video about this French tank destroyer. And we'll talk about the STG and the VK168 after that. So that's the Mauschin, the Moist Hints prototype with the turret at the front rather than at the back. Freaking spoonerisms. But here is 9.19.1's ETA and the Summer Outlook. So preliminary time frame, but we got the preparation, the official confirmation about the stats and the data, and we got all these stuff this week. So the public test server should be released probably next week on the 21st or the 22nd, but the second iteration for the test server should be the week after that, and the official release of the patch should be mid-July or so. But I have taken this time list or time frame from the Russian World of Tanks news page. So it gives you a summary of the upcoming events. So I translated all of it, typed acrylic, and do the translation. But summer in World of Tanks. So we got ranked battle mode for June. There is a Dark Horse, a mysterious reward tank game event for July. There's a new season on the global map and patch 9.19.1. We also get 7 years birthday for World of Tanks in August with the T29 medium tank as the gift. But somehow we're getting another patch, 9.20, right after that. Nice. And the rest is more to come, blah 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 blah. So this thing, a Dark Horse. You can see the translation of that, but I mouse overed this little button. It said that you're going to get a reward tank for a special July only game event. It's a Tiger 1 silhouette. Are we getting the Tiger 131 or 217 as a free vehicle if we put in the effort? What? Nani? Nandato? Free Tiger 1 or 131 or 217? Or they give us a free Japanese Tiger 1? That would be hilarious. But yeah, so that's probably the marathon for July. Pretty interesting. Nobody talks about it, so it's hidden on the Russian website, and we don't watch Russian YouTubers, so we don't know. But what is this thing? Well, taking a look from the silhouette, it doesn't have the MG34 for the commander, and there are filters for the back of the vehicle. So either this vehicle is the Tiger 131, or you're getting trolled with a Japanese Tiger 1 for free. Well, at least it's a free premium tier 6, but that would be funny. So here are the main contents for patch 9.19.1. Matchmaker got updated. Personal missions also changed for the new matchmaker that was introduced in 9.18. So a little bit tweaks, thank God. But training ground will be a new mode to replace the combat training tutorial. So it's not the same as the proving ground bot simulator. So I wonder what this is going to look like, but it should be a little bit more advanced than combat training tutorial. Hopefully it will be great for the noobs, but who knows? Nobody plays tutorials nowadays, so who knows? Russian female crew voices got reworked and renewed. Chinese female crew voices got proper dialect. So I wonder which that's a nice word, which like region of the dialect it's going to come from. So funny enough, overall female crew voices have become clearer to understand, so thank goodness. But Polish crew and voice and the male voice and the vehicle contents and the emblems are going to be added in the test server as well as the main server. So we're going to see the Polish stuff, but usually you have all these stuff introduced like a patch before. So are we going to see like a whole new line of Polish vehicles for patch 9.20? I doubt it, because for the STRV, the AMX turret thing, I forgot the name, but that vehicle was introduced like 2 patches before the actual Swedish vehicle. The STRV M4257 alternate turret number 2 blah 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 AMX turret, that thing, that was introduced 2 patches before the Swedish vehicle, or 3, but I don't know anymore. So the Polish vehicles are coming soon and likely for the end of the year. That's what I'm guessing. There are 13 vehicles converted into HD. They added the WZ-111-5A as an alternative tier 10 Chinese heavy tank, researchable from the WZ-111-1-4. So you can now research this vehicle for 198,000 XP. So if you already still have the 1-4, you can do the training again, or the grind, and the price is the same as the 113. So it has a 130 rather than 122, so it's a little bit more punchier than the 113. The 113 is more like a heavy tank slash medium tank hybrid, and hopefully this vehicle will be a proper heavy tank, but we'll see. They added the Poodle, the 217, and the Cannon Assault, the 105mm. The 121 has a gun depression buffed from 3.5 degrees to 5 degrees. That's great, because the gun depression of Chinese mediums are... well, they buffed the the T34-3 from 3 degrees to 5. So that's good. They did not buff the WZ-120. Nope. Still 3 degrees. Son of a... Alright. The 113 gun depression got buffed from 5 degrees to 7 at the sides of the hull. So shooting at the sides, you have better gun depression, like the Waffenträger Panzer IV. That's the only vehicle I can think of with better gun depression at the sides, but not at the rear. And here is the updated matchmaker and artillery updates. So reduce the uneven vehicle spread, basically top tier light tanks faces top tier heavies. That's not really balanced, I guess. more of the skill, but who knows. Artillery can now rejoin platoons, but only with vehicles that are not artillery. So you cannot have a group of 3 artilleries. Still, that's still not that fun, right? I mean, 3 artilleries are fun in a platoon. You constantly freeze lock or stun lock. You cannot do that unless you coordinate with random platoon or random dudes on the random battle mode. And there is a new tank class sorting system, so a little bit more effective at balanced matchmaking, I guess. But stun assists will be counted towards marks of excellence for artillery, more feedback UI setting for damage done to a stun target, so more pretty highlights on your UI, better aiming for artillery sights over vertical objects, so it's currently bugged when aimed at atop bridges or mountain ridges. Tongue twister. Artillery aim assistant or alternate aim sight has been updated, so reduce the camera sensitivity, basically meaning smoother scroll, so a little bit more accurate. But here are the personal missions changes. So it's in Russian, and here are the changes to the personal missions. So most of these missions got buffed, so a little bit more easy to complete, but some of them, in my opinion, is a little bit harder to perform, such as damage to artillery and destroy 1 rather than destroy 1 spotted by yourself. So you have the KS, or at least KS 1, and damage another one. And for the light tank number 7 for the object 260, you have to spot and damage 3 artillery rather than spot 3 artillery and destroy 1. So yeah, some of them is stupid, like destroy 3 artillery with a medium tank. Now it's damage 3 and destroy 1. I mean, it's questionable on difficulty, but that means you have to spot or at least see the enemy artilleries, damage each individual one, and destroy 1. Originally you have to destroy 3, but it's a toss-up. It's still pretty stupid. Why am I shooting artillery? Let me shoot like tank destroyers or heavy tanks. But you can pause the video to look through the list, but some of the most important missions haven't been changed, like medium tank number 15. That one's stupid. 4,000 damage to a tank destroyer, or all tank destroyers, with a medium. Based on the new matchmaking, you won't see that many tank destroyers, unless your team is a lot of tank destroyers yourself. And with a lot of tank destroyers on your team, they have a better damage output, and there's no more HP left. Or for SPG number 15, you have to detrack and stun a target for 3,500 damage assisted. And you have to be topping XP earned. With the current system, that's almost impossible because you don't do damage, and the stun thing is not effective long enough for players to deal 3,500. I tried. It's unless you detrack a fully cut off guard mouse in an open field map, and you have actual teammates waiting for your stun to shoot at the target. So that's a high level amount of coordination and collaboration. That's impossible for random battle mode. That's bullshit. So I'm still waiting for version number 2 of personal missions, as well as the total fix, the global fix for the stuff. But North American server is not as big to provide that much feedback to change the minds of the developers, so fudge. Alright, but here are the HD models for 13 vehicles listed. So mostly the most prominent vehicles are the Jackson or the Slugger and the Sherman EZ8. The rest is artillery mostly, and Churchill gun carrier. Such a meme. But yeah, still no Batchat 25T or STB. It's been a few more patches, guys. Come on. There's nothing left. Also, on a side note, if you're wondering why Milky Man remodeling site isn't working, well, he's been under the weather and he wants to take some break from the game, so Yeah, he said that you can still download his mods from the Wargaming Alpha portal for the mod sites collaboration thing, and you can still download them from Aslan's Mudpack. Misspelled. My finger, alright? It's been a long day. So hopefully he's okay, but you can still download the mods from Aslan or the actual mod site for World of Tanks. So, oh well. But finally, what did you wanted out of 9.19.1? So, yeah, the Dark Horse Tiger 1. Well, it's probably the Tiger 131, and you have to do some hula hoop jumping to get that vehicle for free. So at least it's a marathon event, hopefully, unless we get trolled and get a Japanese Tiger 1 for the silhouette, because we have 3 of them at tier 6 now. So who knows, but try to leave your community question right at the bottom, and I'll combine them with the last week's gathering of community question. So this video has been long enough. It's been a long day. I'm pretty tired, but yeah, free stuff. I like it a lot. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.